Hafa one and all, I'm Jason Salas, and welcome to an extra special weekend edition, bringing you a complete look at this year's primary election. Thanks so much for watching or streaming us. Well, after a marathon night that turned into morning to tally the votes in 8 hyper-competitive races, the final tabulations have been posted, pending, of course, certification by the Guam Election Commission. Many a political pundit KUAM News spoke with throughout the night were amazed at how close the races were, with former Senator Roy Respicio even going to say, quote, "I've never seen an election this close before." Let's get you caught up now at a look at how Super Saturday became Super Sunday and how the various races played out. Now, we were all over the election, as first we are going to give you a look at the gubernatorial race with the Democrats first. It was the team of Lulian Guerrero and Josh Tenorio prevailing, at least in principle. Remember, this needs to be certified by the GEC, but more than 8,200 votes, besting the team of Frank Uggan Jr. and Alicia Lim Tiaco. It was very, very neck and neck. They exchanged leads several times throughout the night. They have just under 8,000 votes. Former Governor Carl Gutierrez and former Police Chief Fred Berdallo have 5,609 votes to finish in third place. And in fourth place, Dennis Rodriguez Jr. and David Cruz had a little better than 3,700 votes. On the GOP side, of course, Ray Tenorio and Tony Atta were the only members of the Republican Party. They ran unopposed, so they finished with 3,148 votes. To the senatorial race, now let's look at the Democrats first, as Therese Terlahi, Talina Nelson, Joe San Augustine, and Regine Bisco-Lee finished 1 through 4 respectively, all 4 of them incumbents, with Tina Rose Munya-Barnes, a former senator herself, finishing at number 5. 6 through 10 go like this: Amanda Shelton, Sabina Perez, Clint Rigel, a former broadcaster, former colleague of ours here at KUM, Celestine Babata, and then Dr. Kelly Marsh-Titano round out the top 10. Remember, the top 15 advanced to November's general election, so Jose Terlahi, Jermaine Alerta, Adolfo Palacios, Jack Hattig III, and Lacia Casil appear at this point pending certification. 2 have punched their tickets into the November general election. William Parkinson comes in at 16, with 17 going to Inarahan's Frank Meno. Maria Lourdes Milligan finished 18th, with Armando Dominguez, number 19, and then Ned Pablo, the last candidate, of course, the Chamorro rights advocate. Those were, of course, the Democrats. On the GOP side, James Moylan was the front runner for the Republican Party all night long. He had better than 2,400 votes, followed by incumbents Will Castro at 2, Mary Torres at 3, and then Luis Muña at number 4. Amanda Blas, looking to be a part of the 35th legislature, she is at number 5. 6 through 10 shape up like this. Former Senator Tello Taitigui may return to the legislature. She's, of course, at least making it to the general. Julia Santos, a former longtime broadcaster and now a member of GITA and the governor's office, is at number 7. Ben Servino, a champion of accessibility, is at number 8, with Michelle Hope Titano, the former Guam Parole Board member, at number 9. And Jose San Augustine, the former director of the Department of Education, rounding out the top 10. Those who did make the cut, at least in principle again, are Stephen Guerrero at 11, Roland Blas, Kenjo Atta, Harold Cruz, and then first-time candidate Janae Uggan at 12 through 15, respectively. On the outside looking in, Ryan Calvo, Javier Atalig, Jeffrey Wheaton, and then Alfredo Antolin Jr. Let's go ahead and take a look at the very important race for the congressional delegate, where it was Michael Sinicolas going back and forth with Madeline Berdallo throughout the night a couple times, but he has prevailed, at least in theory or in principle. He had 12,456 votes to the 8-time incumbent member of Congress. She had 11,635 votes. That was a very hotly contested contest. And of course, Doris Flores Brooks, the former public auditor of our great community, and now she is the lone Republican. She had 2,817 votes. The race for AG was very, very hotly contested, but it was leaving Camacho with a dominant performance, 14,284 votes for leaving. Remember, the top 2 candidates in this race advanced to the November general, and that right now seems to be Doug Moylan, who had just under 8,000 votes. Gary Gumatao had 7,260 votes. The third of the 3 ballots went to the special election. This was in the public auditor, and this rank right now never changed throughout the night. It was BJ Cruz with a commanding victory. Of course, the Speaker of the Legislature, now looking to be your public auditor. He is at the number 1 spot, followed by Dr. Doreen Crisostomo, and then Yuka Hechanova, the deputy auditor. She finishes at number 3. You can check out KUAM.com for all of the race breakdowns and all of our analysis. Well, now our team of news correspondents were out at each and every gubernatorial site, keeping you up to date with the happenings as the results came flooding in. Crystal Paco leads off our team coverage at the Lou and Josh headquarters.
The people of Guam have spoken. They're in with Lou and Josh.
I'm feeling very encouraged, and you know, it's been a long, nerve-wracking day for us, and also the night was just excruciating at times. And I just wanted to thank our supporters for all the hard work that they've done to get us where we are today. And I also invite all the other gubernatorial candidates, supporters, to come join our team, because we need your help. We need your work, and we need to unite as a Democratic Party to win at the administration.
Lulian Guerrero says Guam is ready for change, specifically a Democratic administration and a female governor.
Yes, they are very ready. I'm really ready to be the governor of Guam, and it's time, I think, that we put a woman in there to maybe give a different perspective on how things should be run, to be a little bit more compassionate, to understand more the people and their struggles and what they're going through. And as a mother, mothers have that, I don't know, inner nurturing kind of spirit and life that I think our people of Guam need, and also a very firm but very compassionate leader is what we need.
Lou and running mate Josh Tenorio admitting they had tough competition in the primary election, spending over $1 million in their campaign to narrowly beat out Frank Uggan Jr. and Alicia Limtiaco.
I think that both of them are excellent leaders, very good people. Frank Uggan has served this island for 22 years in the legislature. He's been the top vote getter, which means that he has gained a lot of trust and confidence of a lot of people. And of course, Alicia Limtiaco has an excellent reputation.
We ran a good, solid, clean campaign, and we came up just slightly short at this point in time. And we just wanted to thank our family members and our supporters very much for all of their effort. I mean, this whole campaign was about our people, and it came from the grassroots. And that's how we were able to get where we're at today.
Alicia?
We were so thankful for having this opportunity to really come to know many families, to gain friendships, and being very thankful for people, some of whom we had never met before, opening their doors to us, their homes to us, and really sharing some very personal experiences and concerns.
I believe this will trigger a recount because of the gap. Where do we go from here?
Well, one of the things that Alicia and I have always stood by during the course of the entire campaign is making sure that the government follows the rule of law. And the rule of law provides that, in fact, if the results are within a 2% margin, that there's an automatic recount. So that's the next process, and then we'll take it from there.
And Joe, if you can swing the camera over there, these are your supporters. What do you want to say to them?
Thank you. We love you. Viva Guam!
Things over at the Rodriguez Cruise Camp might have started out slow. Supporters both inside and outside the headquarters watched closely for the numbers to come in from Election Central.
This has been a really humble campaign, and we've worked off of almost nothing, but the people who had given the little that they had, it really means so much.
I think that's the most important part of today, is watching the Democrats come out, because after today, everybody gets to march forward as one camp.
But once the results started rolling in, things took an unexpected turn. Former Cabo Tenorio Communications Director Troy Torres, who has been active with the Rodriguez Cruz campaign, is seen lashing out at the LT. This after the lone GOP gubernatorial candidate met with the Rodriguez camp. Torres has been the spotlight of controversy on the campaign trail. Tenorio's visit was an apparent show of support for the Democrat team, whose results weren't looking to be so much in their favor. Both Rodriguez and Tenorio were quick to brush off the incident and had no further comments regarding the quick altercation. With the night going into the early hours of the morning, Rodriguez decided to break down camp to let his supporters get some rest.
Well, of course, we want to thank the people of Guam. The final results are not in, and so it's taking too long. But our supporters have been out all morning, all day, and so we're going to ask them to go home and rest.
It was a chance to make Guam, Guam again, the campaign effort showcased by this team. The race, however, came to a rather heartfelt end for the team of former Governor Carl Gutierrez and Fred Berdalio. They joined their supporters at the Hagåtña quarters Saturday evening, many of them coming out early and right after the polls closed.
I can't go to sleep. Things like this on a campaign, it's a very hard job, but we have to continue on to fight for what actually we believe on.
Manila voter Rumbo Benavente recalls the long and busy day.
Candidates are coming over, not negatively, but they hang around in our camp, Republican and Democrats. We welcome everybody. We're very hospitable and so forth, and being culturally.
Supporters of all ages showed up to enjoy the food and company, as well as watch out for the results, like youth leader 20-year-old Jesus Canete.
As a young leader, because I'm part of the Young Leaders Council, and I believe he's gonna make this island a better place. We can't lose hope. Hope is the best thing, and as long as we hope, things will get better and better, and it will grow. It will hit the crescendo part of what we're all hoping for.
Not long after the polls closed, we caught up with candidate for Lieutenant Governor Fred Berdalio to talk about his Election Day experience.
I think that the reception that we had as we went around the island and went to the different polling sites was really positive, and our supporters, their spirits are up.
Berdalio issuing this message to those who came out to make their voice be heard.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart and from Governor Gutierrez. We really love each of our supporters and friends. We love the entire island of Guam, because that's what it's really all about.
Former Governor Carl Gutierrez also made his rounds at the headquarters, but the mood quickly changed as the results started coming in. Gutierrez sending his supporters home early. He told KUAM he would be watching the results until they are finalized, adding that he would not be giving any concession speech on election night.
Running unopposed, the lone gubernatorial team on the Republican ticket is heading to the general election after meeting a mere 4% threshold, receiving in total 3,148 votes. Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio hoping the past 8 years in Adelup is enough to win him the coveted seat as governor of Guam.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will win on November 6th. We will win. We have the numbers.
Benny Pinella, current Sergeant of Arms for the Republican Party, a longtime Republican, says despite the Bota team being the only choice, supporters were loud and proud. He was up since 7 a.m. Saturday.
From my perspective, going out to the various organizations and villages, we had such a huge crowd at every hospitality tent that I went to. It didn't seem like there was a lack of support. Seemed like an overwhelming amount of supporters coming out and having a good time.
A good time that continued at their headquarters in Hagåtña, where many other Republicans gathered, including senatorial candidates. Of the 19 running in the primary, 15 Republicans are moving forward. Meantime, Tenorio stuck to his word when asked about the gun incident, still under investigation that stirred controversy in July.
I probably could have done it better, but we all learn from our experiences. I have every confidence in the attorneys, the investigators, the police officers, and of course it's in the hands of the the Attorney General's office.
Overall, the Bota team and supporters are eager to go head-on against Democrats Lou Leon Guerrero and Josh Tenorio come November.
All of the different supporters, whether it be Lou, Carl, Frank, and Dennis, every one of them did a great job.
All right, I told you it was a busy night. Well, stay tuned. There is more Weekend Edition after this break.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
A simple handshake
That's all Jake Calvo needed when he started his company. Today, 80 years later, we like to say thank you to all of you who have taken our hand in trust. Thank you to the dreamers. Thank you to the realists. Thank you to the family-oriented. Thank you to the entrepreneurial. Thank you to those climbing the corporate ladder. And to the ones starting a new life together. Thank you to the traditionalists and the edgy, to the young at heart and the old souls. Thank you to the daring, to the protective, to the practical. Thank you to the hopeful. To all of you from all of us, our deepest, happiest, and infinite thanks.
80 years here for you. 80 years thanks to you. Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust.
Summer is here, and at Cars Plus and Mighty, that means big savings during our summer clearance event. Right now, save up to $8,000 on select 2018 Ram 1500 SLT Crew Cab, or save $3,250 on a 2018 Chrysler Pacifica, voted Family Car of the Year. 1.99 APR financing is available for qualified buyers. Plus, buy today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Don't miss our summer clearance event, going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Welcome back to Weekend Edition. Several headlines caught your attention on our social media platforms. Here's Asha Robles with Trend Spotting.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Trend Spotting. Here's what caught your eye on social media this week. Heavy rain not only left the island with gloomy weather this week, but also with massive flooding throughout Guam since last Sunday. Viewers submitted videos showed just how bad the weather and flooding got this week. Governor Eddie Calvo even declared a state of emergency for Guam as a result of flooding that left roads and bridges impassable and some island residents with major damage. Here's how some of our viewers and followers responded. With all the negative talk surrounding the Department of Corrections, our very own Crystal Paco was able to find the good within the facility. Some DOC inmates are learning to carve from master EFIT carver Robert Titano. The program is made possible through the CAHA grant. According to DEPCOR Director Tony Lamarena, DOC's mission is not solely incarceration, but also rehabilitation. The end goal is to make this a part of the prison industry. Prisoners can sell their items and make an income to pay their dues, like restitution and child support. It also gives prisoners a purpose in life. Our followers had mixed feelings about the situation. While our Instagram followers were all for the new program, our Facebook fans not so much. Thanks for joining us. Catch us next week for more trend spotting.
Thanks, Asha. The Guam Crime Stoppers report is up next.
Half a day, hungry drivers. Are you spending more time on the road? Shell has teamed up with Wendy's so you can buy fuel and eat free. Just fuel up 7 gallons at any Shell station and get a coupon for a Wendy's cheeseburger or chicken nuggets. Or use 2 coupons to redeem a Wendy's cheeseburger meal with fries and a drink. Fuel up at Shell today because this deal won't last long. Quality service, fuel and food from Shell and Wendy's.
Advances in technique and medications used to prevent dental pain have shattered the myth that a dental visit is something to fear. Even the dreaded root canal or wisdom tooth extraction. Swabbing or spraying a topical numbing agent on before the injection and using different techniques and anesthetics can create a relatively comfortable or pain-free injection. Injections are often the most feared procedure. Some patients don't like the sounds or the vibrations of decay removal. If you're still nervous or you gag easy, despite these techniques, very safe oral medicines can be taken before your dental appointment to eliminate all fears, or some clinics use nitrous oxide gas. Pain relievers can easily be prescribed to eliminate mild to severe dental discomfort after any visit. For your Helpful Dental Minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. We shall never know all the good that a simple smile can do.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit guamanimals.org. Adopt.
Find your new best friend at www.guamanimals.org. This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
We've talked many times about what you can do if you are near a crime, and Sergeant Paul Tapao with the Guam Crime Stoppers program is here. And Paul, there were a couple of videos that were circulating within our community for the past couple of weeks, seeing some rather disturbing images of people. I believe they were throwing rocks, and like it was a big scuffle. Very scary stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, one of our officers was an off-duty officer from the Guam Police Department was involved in this. And again, we are going to reach out to the community and to make better judgment when you approach these types of incident or you're actually encountering this type of incident.
Now, people want to help when they see stuff like that, but of course, their own safety. A lot of people would say, hey, if there's a child involved, if it's somebody, I just want to help. That's what it means to be Guamanian, right?
Yeah.
But what would you? And a lot of people criticize and they say, oh, someone was taking a picture or someone shot a video of it. They didn't go there and help. But actually, that could help, right?
Yes, absolutely. You're capturing the moment, and you're actually capturing the possible suspects or the perpetrators involved in this. Now, a few things we want to stress. In the event that you encounter situations such as what we're going to feature, you are still safe in your car. Don't get confrontational by exiting your car and approaching the individual. The best you can, get to a safe spot. Just try to recall what is exactly going on. If you can get a good description of the suspects, if you are not, if you're a distance, provided that safe distance, if you can contact 911, contact 911 immediately. And if you can, this is where it calls for it. If you can capture that moment, whether it's a picture or video, capture that and provide that as evidence, it'll help us further our investigation in this case. But first and foremost, make sure you're safe, get to a safe distance, and don't confront the individuals.
All right, well, 911 is the number that you need to know, and here's the 411 on how you can help.
On Saturday, August 18, officers from the Dededo Precinct Command responded to Chalancotda and Dededo relative to a rock-throwing incident. Now, the preliminary report suggests that around 11:30 in the morning, a group of men, for unknown reasons, were stopping cars in Chalancotda. During the course of the incident, one individual exited his vehicle to inquire what was going on when the group of men began throwing rocks at him. Fearful for his safety, the victim immediately entered his vehicle and left the scene. As a result of what had occurred, the victim sustained injuries, with his car and other cars within the area being damaged. As responding officers arrived, the group of men fled into the jungle line, with one individual being apprehended by police. Officers arrested Red Nauros Mel Chukis from Dededo for the offense. As the Guam Police Department continues to work in apprehending all individuals involved, the Guam Crime Stoppers is asking the help from the community in identifying the other individuals involved, who are only described to be Chuki's descent. If anyone has any information about this crime or any other crime, you can call our 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, that's 4357, or submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls will remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference.
All right, thanks as always. Any final thoughts on what people could do to make sure that they're safe, but they can also help solve a crime?
Absolutely. You know, the video that we're showing you with the package and everything, unfortunately, we have victims relative to this incident and any other incident that happened. If you have any information, not just with this case with Chalancotda, but also with the case in Tumuni or any other incident that the same type of crime was committed, please call the Guam Crime Stoppers, provide the information, and again, all information is channeled to our detectives for follow-ups, and hopefully we can bring closure to this case.
All right, thanks so much, Sarge.
Thanks for having me.
All right, please stay tuned. We're back after this.
Summer is here, and at Cars Plus and Mighty, that means big savings during our summer clearance event. Right now, save up to $8,000 on select 2018 Ram 1500 SLT Crew Cab, or save $3,250 on a 2018 Chrysler Pacifica, voted Family Car of the Year. 1.99 APR financing is available for qualified buyers. Plus, buy today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Don't miss our summer clearance events going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Attention drivers, we have a shipload of vehicles on the way and need to make room. Buy now during Triple J shipload sale. Take advantage of our best pricing on all Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $137 per paycheck and used cars as low as $86 per paycheck during Triple J shipload sale. See PDN and post print ads for details, or visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome, some conditions apply. Triple J Auto Group, customers first.
Before we put a wrap on Weekend Edition, here's your birthday shout-outs with the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday to Danelle Marie Lingao Cruz from Uncle Merv with the Swerve. Mama Nora, Grandpa, Grandma Bernie, love sent your way from all of us, the Amiable Familia. Love you, our Nelly baby. Happy 18th birthday going out to Joanna Manjola, love Daddy, Mommy, and family. And happy birthday to KUAM's very own Michelle Moser. And for Sunday, happy birthday to Asia Jade Timemiller. My baby girl, Asia Jade, wishing you nothing but the best on your special day. May all your wishes and dreams come true today and always. We love you from Auntie Shelley and Uncle Richard.
And that's our show. Thanks so much for watching from all of us here at KUAM. Good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E.